it is my singular honor and duty to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to address us. Karibu sana. Mimi sikuzaliwa wakati wa KANU, ile makofi sijazoea, lakini tajaribu. Karibu Rais, uzungumze
Asante
na watu wako.
Asante sana.
Karibu.
Thank you very much, Senator and Speaker of our Senate. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Afrexim Bank, my friend and partner, and your team, allow me to welcome you on behalf of the government and people of Kenya, to Kenya and to Mombasa. You're very much welcome. And today marks a very significant day. I have been in this region for the last 1 week. And Professor, as I told you earlier, I have engaged with almost 20,000 people in this region over the last 1 week, maybe more. And all of them know that there is something happening today in Mombasa about Dongo Kundu. And that is why I am delighted to join you today as we mark another transformative milestone in Kenya's economic journey, the signing of lease agreements between Kenya Ports Authority, the Special Economic Zones Authority, and the Afrexim Bank for the development of the Mombasa Special Economic Zone at Dongo Kundu, alongside the Naivasha Special Economic Zone in Nakuru, Naivasha. With these two special economic zones taking shape, we are fast-tracking our progress towards Vision 2030, Kenya's blueprint for national development and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the engine of inclusive development. The agreements signed today are part of a $3 billion MOU signed between the government of Kenya and Afrexim Bank in 2023. I remember when I came into office, I did instruct our treasury to, before doing anything else, redeem our space in shareholding of the Afrexim Bank. And I remember we did invest $40 million to recoup some of the shares we had lost in Afrexim Bank. And I want to assure the Afrexim Bank fraternity that Kenya shall continue to be a partner and a shareholder of Afrexim Bank going forward, and we will continuously invest in this bank because it is an African bank and we believe that it has the right orientation for the development of our continent. This partnership enhances economic sustainability through the public-private partnership framework, strengthen Kenya's resilience to climate change, shield the economy from external supply shocks, and boost food production, among many other areas that will be impacted by the developments that will be undertaken both here in Dongo Kundu and in Naivasha. Additionally, it plays a pivotal and vital role in economic recovery by ensuring a stable supply of essential commodities like fuel, fertilizer, grains, and edible oils. I am informed, and you heard for yourselves what Professor Orama said here, that the target for these two investments will be here in Dongo Kundu, matters to do with footwear, agro-processing, medical and pharmaceutical supplies, including petrochemical industries. And I have it on the authority of Professor Orama that the investment is in the region of $1 billion for these two special economic zones. That is close to 130 billion Kenya shillings. And it will create jobs here in Dongo, as was said by ministers here, about 40,000 jobs in that piece of land you see across the ocean there, and another 100,000 jobs in Naivasha. We will also be targeting here, as Professor Orama has said, textile industry, the e-mobility industry, the value chains around biofuels, and as was said, glass manufacturing, among other industries. You have heard it for yourself that in China, with a population as much as that of our continent, they have 3,000 special economic zones. In Africa, the whole continent, we have less than 250 special economic zones. And it is the reason why, as government of Kenya, we have started in the last 2 years, 6 new special economic zones. Apart from this Dongo Kundu, we have also licensed another 2,000 acres here in Fibingo for another special economic zone. We have already invested as government of Kenya in a special economic zone in Sagana, another special economic zone in Thika, another special economic zone in Eldoret, another special economic zone in Joro, and another special economic zone in Busia. We are adding to the spaces that will help us enhance our manufacturing and levelize the field so that we can do more around investing. The government of Kenya has invested 3 billion shillings to develop these 6 new special economic zones. I was in Busia a few, maybe 2-3 months ago, and the special economic zone there is a sight to behold, right in Busia. I must commend one friend of mine called Moses Kuria, because he is the man I started with on this journey, and commend also my friend Salim Vuria, who took over from Moses Kuria. And now I have this good man called Lee Kinyanjui. Friends, we have a responsibility taking the country in the right trajectory. You heard what Professor Orama said about the potential that exists for manufacturing, for industrialization, around agro-processing, and all other processing and all other value addition mechanisms around special economic zones. And that is why the signing of these agreements here today are of major significance to the development of Kenya. And I don't take it for granted, Professor Orama, that you have taken time. I know we have discussed this. We have had possibly 15, 20 meetings, some virtual meetings, many physical meetings here in Egypt and in many other places to try and put this together. I am very proud that today, finally, we are signing the instruments that will unlock the potential that exists in Dongo Kundu and in Naivasha special economic zones. Beyond infrastructure, this agreement fuels industrialization, manufacturing, and agro-processing, reinforcing Kenya's position as a regional export powerhouse. If it facilitates the development of industrial parks, strengthens intra-Africa trade, and empowers micro, small, and medium enterprises to compete under the African Continental Free Trade Area, COMESA, Tripartite Agreement, and the EAC. Additionally, it promotes modern infrastructure, creative industries, and youth empowerment, unlocking opportunities for the next generation of entrepreneurs, innovators, visionaries, and investors. The resources that will be put into this special economic zone, first and foremost, will be to develop the horizontal infrastructure. As was said here, And as I said on Wednesday, we are going to be connecting power from the power station that we have built here in Mariakani. And we are going to pull power from there 76 kilometers to this special economic zone. We already have 7 billion shillings dedicated for that exercise, and the procurement of the contractor to be able to deliver that transmission line is already underway. I also committed that we are going to improve the infrastructure around the port. Again, on Wednesday, I did launch the construction of the road that will connect these southern pipers from this port at Miritini, through Bonje, to Mazeras, down all the way to Mariakani, make it dual carriageway so that we eliminate congestion around the port and enhance the efficiency of the port of Mombasa. I take this opportunity to express our deep appreciation to you personally, Professor Orama, and to the board and management and staff of Afri-Exim Bank for their steadfast commitment to Kenya's economic ambitions. We look forward to witnessing the transformation of Mombasa and Naivasha special economic zones, which will drive industrial growth, business expansion, and job creation, a true testament for the power of strategic investment. The Mombasa Special Economic Zone, commonly known as Dongo Kundu, is more than a development project. It is a gateway to prosperity, a bridge to industrial competitiveness, and a launching pad for regional trade. By leveraging our strategic position on the East African coast, we are positioning Kenya as a hub where goods, ideas, and capital converge to drive economic progress. Our gratitude also extends to the government of Japan and the Japan International Cooperation Agency for their steadfast partnership. The 2016 MOU laid the foundation for this collaboration, and today we celebrate its tangible benefits, because part of the resources that we are using to construct the road infrastructure here, including connecting power and also extending to delivering water. We will be delivering water from Tiwi in Kwale to the Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone to make it a viable enterprise and a viable ecosystem for the development of the infrastructure and the industries that we need there. With this investment, that includes a 37 billion concessional loan from Japan and a 6 billion grant, Japan's support has been instrumental in developing critical infrastructure in the port of Mombasa and also in Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the enthusiasm from investors underscores the enormous potential of the Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone. I am informed that the Kenya Ports Authority has received 97 applications for land allocation requiring close to 7,000 acres, while we have made available 500 acres to Afri-Exim for integrated industrial park. The signing of this lease agreement is more than a legal formality. It is a declaration of intent and a commitment to building an industrial hub that fuels economic growth, generates employment, and enhances Kenya's manufacturing capacity. As we embark on this transformative investment, we remain committed to the welfare of communities affected by the project. The Resettlement Action Plan is underway, ensuring fair and timely compensation. To date, 1.2 billion has been disbursed, benefiting 1,712 households as of January this year. Additionally, 316 million has been allocated for fisherfolk in 10 beach management units, recognizing their vital role in the coastal economy. Realizing the full potential of Dongo Kundu Special Economic Zone and the Port of Mombasa we require very strong collaboration. I call upon our development partners, investors, and experts to continue supporting this vision through technical expertise, financial backing, and knowledge sharing. Together, we can build a thriving ecosystem that nurtures entrepreneurship, fosters innovation, and accelerates regional integration. Allow me also to commend the board and management of the Kenya Ports Authority and staff. They have done a commendable job. Let me say this. 2 years ago, I did give very firm instructions that the government of Kenya needs to institute operational efficiency measures across all state agencies. Many state agencies took for granted that the resources that they had belonged to the people of Kenya. And because of that operational efficiency that I instructed across government agencies, today KPA is making profit and declaring dividend. Kenya Pipeline Corporation is making profit and is declaring dividend. KPLC is making profit and declaring dividend. And Kengen, among other companies that originally did not give any cent to the people of Kenya through the National Treasury, today they are paying money in terms of dividend to the people of Kenya, to Treasury, and we are using that money to educate the young people of our country, to build our roads, and to make sure that our hospitals are functioning. I must commend KPA. Last year, they gave us a dividend of 12.5 billion. This year, I am expecting 20 billion. And I am told you are well on the way towards that target. And because we want to share in the success of what you do, and we know that for us to get a dividend, there are men and women who put in long hours and a lot of energy and a lot of efficiency, I want to authorize that the staff of Kenya Ports Authority be paid. Are we together? The staff of Kenya Ports Authority be paid a bonus this year for the commendable work they have done. In fact, Kenya Ports Authority has already attained the target of 2 million TEUs. That was the target for 2028. They are ahead of 3 years ahead of time. And because of that efficiency, I want to commend the staff, the management, and the board of KPA for a very well-deserved, well done, and congratulations for a job very well done. Tuwapige makofi jameni. Congratulations. The same goes to all the other government agencies. And I have made a conscious and firm decision that government agencies that only drain our resources, those that are non-strategic, will be merged, and we are already working on 42 of them to be merged, and others will be closed down and transferred, and their services transferred to the private sector. Because government, apart from doing what we do on social service, all our parastatals must stand up to the test and justify the resources that they get from the exchequer, because these are resources from the people of Kenya. I want to also commend all the other government agencies and everybody else who is doing their bit in making sure that we march on towards a future that we can all be proud of as Kenyans. Allow me also to take this opportunity, because in my office, I work with men and women who support my vision and who drive the agenda that I have set out for the people of Kenya. And they have worked with me tirelessly to bring this, especially this exercise, to the fruition that we see today. I must commend my friend David Ndii, the chair of our Council of Advisors. I must commend my brother Hassan, Mohammed Hassan, and all my economic team of advisors. They have pushed the limits. They have done what many people don't believe in. I know some government bureaucrats are unhappy about what they do, but they do it on my instructions, because unless and until we have clarity on how to deliver on the commitments we made to the people of Kenya, we will most likely not succeed. And therefore, I must commend you, ladies and gentlemen, for doing this and for working with everybody else. But the man of the moment in this meeting, the man of the moment in this signing, is Professor Benedict Orama. Congratulations. Tumpigie makofi jameni. He has pushed every button, and he has pushed every limit for us to get here. And his team, Kuda, and all the other good people. Forgive me, I don't know all your names. You are the best, including this beautiful girl who signed the agreements. I have talked with her many times, and they have been a wonderful team to work with. As has been said by Professor Orama, this is an investment of $1 billion. We are going to be signing the framework agreement next week. I have that on the undertaking of the Ministry of Finance. We will be signing that framework agreement next week, and within 60 days, Professor Orama says they will begin the investment. And therefore, we are readying ourselves for a takeoff here in Dongo Kundu and also in Naivasha. I am happy that the Minister for Trade and Industry is a former governor of Nakuru. A lot of stories were told about the Nakuru Special Economic Zone, that I was going to take that zone and bring it to Mombasa. Now we are going to put to shame those who thought that we didn't have a plan. Not only have we increased the land available in Naivasha from 1,000 acres to 7,000 acres that we have bought as government of Kenya, but we are now going to be investing half of the money that is going to come from Afri-Exim in the infrastructure and industries in Naivasha as we do it here in Dongo Kundu. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very proud moment for me, that we are not here to sign a loan. We've come here to sign an investment. This is not going to be money. The $1 billion that is going to be invested here is not money government of Kenya is going to pay. This is an investment that is being made by people who see the opportunity in our country. And we must expand the horizon for more people to invest in our country by creating the confidence that is required. There is no way Afri-Exim and Arise would have invested in Kenya if they didn't believe in Kenya. And I want to ask us, as the citizens of Kenya, that first and foremost, we must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our country. You cannot badmouth your country from morning up to evening and expect others to believe in your country. We must be the first salesmen and women of Kenya. We must believe in this great nation. We can disagree on many things, but we cannot disagree on our motherland. Kenya belongs to all of us, irrespective of whatever political persuasions we have. We must believe in this country, and we must put our nation first. It comes ahead of each and every one of us and our ambition and everything that we want and our interests. Kenya's interests supersede the interests of any individual, any political formation, or any political party. Because if Kenya succeeds, we all succeed. So I want to ask of all of us as leaders that first and foremost, we believe in Kenya. This is our country. We do not have a spare one. We must do whatever it takes to secure this country, to make this country peaceful, and to make this country an attractive destination for the people who want to invest. People and investors have different opportunities. They have opportunity to invest in different parts of the world. We must give them a reason to invest in Kenya by making sure that Kenya is that place that they can believe in. And therefore, I want to ask all of us as leaders, and today I speak here on behalf of both the national executive and I speak on behalf of the county executive, because the governor of Mombasa is not here. He asked me for permission. He is attending to a different assignment, but we are aligned on this matter of development in this Mombasa and in the Coast Province. We are all aligned, irrespective of the parties we belong to, irrespective of all other persuasions. We are aligned in making sure that Mombasa is developed, every part of Kenya is developed appropriately. And therefore, I am very happy to represent my friend Abdul Samad Nasir, who is the governor of this Mombasa, as I speak for the Mombasa County government and speak for the national government, because we are one government and we are one nation. So I am truly happy to be here. This is an important milestone in the development of our country. As we develop this special economic zone, as we develop the other 6 special economic zones, the focus is on industrialization, manufacturing, agro-processing, creating jobs, creating value, so that we can enhance our competitiveness and we can enhance our wealth creation as a nation. There is absolutely no reason why we continue to import the very things that we can manufacture here at home. And therefore, these special economic zones gives us the opportunity to use the raw materials that we have, whether they are in the mining sector, whether they are in the agricultural sector, whether it is leather industry, whether it is cotton industry, and everything in between, for us to be able to drive the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as I end my tour of this region, I end it as a very proud Kenyan that we are making the right steps in the right direction. We are not only connecting people to energy and to water, we are not only connecting places with roads, we are also connecting people with opportunities and investment for us to grow our wealth for our country, create jobs for our country, and create a prosperous Kenya that we all believe in. Asanteni sana watu wa Mombasa, asanteni sana watu wa Pwani, shukrani nyingi kwa kunikaribisha hapa Pwani. Sitakwenda muda mrefu, nitarudi tena. Asanteni sana and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. As we conclude, we seek your kind indulgence for a quick photo. We have prepared a place right there as we had directed. We'll have His Excellency lead us, but we will have the Afriexim